let's take a look at the solution to the repel tower, and I'll even throw a little extra bonus on the burst here. So what we have here is in the room, I already have a repel tower, and you'll see here in my repel tower code, I have nothing. So let's just add a little vent here. Let's ask for a key press space bar, and I'm just going to put this one into a script called repel monsters. Okay, so perfect. Repel monsters. Let's go to our scripts here. We'll make our little script. Repel monsters. And let's go for it. Now, I'm going to hammer out a little code here. Let's find how many monsters we have. Whoops, it's instance number. Oh, monsters. Now I know how far through the list I have to go. It's not oh monster. There we go. If the number is 0, I'm just going to get out of here. Now, here comes the real work. I want to go through every monster, and I basically want to find out if they're on the left side of me. I'm going to repel them left. If they're on the right side of me, I'm going to repel them right. So let's give this a go here. So I'll use a for loop again. I'm going to go through all the monsters, and let's grab a monster ID out with instance find. And with this monster, let's find out if they're on the left and right of me. Now, since you have its ID, you can just access its X and Y variable, which is its position. So I'm going to say, hey, if MID's X is less than my X, then I'm going to send this monster moving to the left. So let's go with that monster ID. So I'm controlling that particular monster now. With that monster ID, let's say speed is 10, direction is 180 for left. Okay, and that's it. Now that's the end of the with, and that's the end of the if statement. Now let's do the else here. If it's not to the left of me, so if the x isn't less than my x, then obviously they're to the right of me. So I could just say else and consider anything else either equal to my x or to the right of me. And I do the same ID here with MID. Speed is 10. Whoops. And direction is 0. Now I'll show you a slightly more efficient way to write this loop, but that's the end of the if statements there. So you can just see that. And that's the end of the loop. So that cycles through all the monsters, pulls them out. If you're to the left of me, do that. If to your right of me, or equal to my x, do that. So let's see if this works with our spacebar. Now I think I have a repel tower in the room there, so hit spacebar and seems to work pretty well. Now let's create some more. Spacebar, repel. Not too bad. Now if you want this to look a little bit better, you could actually go to the monsters, go to their create. You could add a little friction there, 0.3. This will make them slow down a bit after the repel, right? So let's create a bunch. And so it repels them, but they eventually stop. That's not bad. If you want to get all mathematical, you could technically do little things in the repel monsters here, like find out how far away the monster is. And the farther away the monster is, the less speed you give it. So it's like a weaker push. The closer, the more. If you want to see the kind of equation for that, you should go to the splash damage video. Near the end, I give this one sample of how you could do that one. Now, just for improvement's sake here, two things we can improve. This is a lot of code. Just to show you how you could reduce it a bit, is I'm actually going to now wipe this out. So remember what we had here. And I'm actually just going to do this. I'm going to say if their x is less than my x, then I'm going to say repel speed. Whoops, sorry. I'm going to say the direction of repelling is 180. Let's just do it this way. This will be easier. Else, the direction of repelling is 0, right? Now I can do my width statement. Width, monster ID, speed is 10, direction, direction of the monster is dir. Now that's why I wanted to do that. There we go. And let's end the width. Perfect. You'll see it's a little bit cleaner looking, right? That's the only thing we actually have to do with the monster. Now when we give this one a run, cross your fingers, this should work just the same. And perfect. Now I guess one last part to the repel said if you're really good, make the monsters repel away from you or from the tower, not just left and right. And so to do that one, it's actually in a way a bit easier than this, but all I want to do is this. I'll take all that code out. So let me just comment that out for now. I'll comment that part out, and I'll just write my own code in here. I'm just going to find out which way this monster actually is. So I'm going to say direction is point direction. And, you know, the direction away from me is actually from me to the monster. And so this actually works out quite nice that we just find the direction from me to the tower. That's the direction the tower should move. Sketch it on paper. That works. And so now, actually with less code, we probably have a better looking repel version here. So let's make a whole bunch and then hit repel. And now they nicely repel away. Pretty good. Anyways, there's a little repel code. Have fun with that one and apply this kind of knowledge to your programs. Thanks for watching.